What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Truck Talk, brought to you by me, inspired by Chili. I got something special for you guys before we dig into today's episode. Right there it is, son. Hot off the press, just for you guys who are part of this community that is building here at Truck Talk. Look, this was designed by a good friend of mine from the SEAL teams, David Charbonnet. He drew it up for you guys, and we had them printed off. Chili almost didn't let me have these printed because it's college football season, and he didn't want to be down in the dungeon packing orders. So let's teach this man some freaking work ethic. Let's keep him off of the football channel, and let's keep him down there packing these shirts, man. They're ready to rock and roll. Thank you guys for being here this morning. I'm going to hit a topic real quick. I listened to a podcast the other day with a friend of mine named Andy Frisella, which, by the way, if you don't follow Andy Frisella's channel here on YouTube, you should go do so right now. He's a wonderful human being, got a lot of good things to say. He was interviewing a presidential candidate with the last name of Ramaswamy, I think's how you say it. Vivek Ramaswamy. I may be getting that wrong. It's a hard name to pronounce. Apologies if I did. And they were discussing the topic of violent crime, and if he was president, how would he address the overwhelming, wave of violent crime that we have or are experiencing here in the United States, especially in our major cities. And Ramaswamy's response to violent crime was essentially we should have more cops on the streets doing their jobs without having to worry about getting sued for doing their jobs. And I agree partly, but partly I also respectfully disagree. Yes, I agree. Law enforcement officers should not have to worry about getting sued for doing their freaking jobs and putting away violent criminals and dealing with them the way they need to be dealt with. But ultimately, I respectfully disagree, because here's the reason why. More law enforcement is not the answer to our safety and our security as a society. More law enforcement is not the answer. Let me tell you what is the answer. You are the freaking answer. See, a politician, he's always going to have a solution that has something to do with government. And law enforcement is part of government, whether federal or local. You are the solution. But we have decided to hire out our safety and security. We've decided to try to hire it out. And you can't freaking do that, man. You can't do that. See, you've traded your created design or your calling as a man to be a protector. You've hired it out, and you've traded it off so that you can sit around and be a fat, lazy, decrepit shell of what a man should be, right? You've traded or hired out your responsibility to be a protector so that you can sit around and play video games and watch porn. Yeah, that's exactly right. When you go into a big city and you look around you, look at what people look like in their freaking skinny jeans, men weighing 135 pounds or 350 pounds. They are completely incapable of violence. And when criminals see that the citizens are incapable of doing anything to protect themselves or their communities, well, they get bold, man. They get bold. That's exactly right. See, we've been given dominion as men, but we've hired it out. We are the only answer. We must be skilled. We must be fit. We must be capable of extreme violence. See, here's the truth of the matter. In society, whoever controls the violence is ultimately in control. And that can be the good citizens of that community, or if they decide to freaking be turds, then the criminals will control the violence, and they are in control then of that society. This is the way it works, guys. I don't even consider, I'm sick of this analogy of a sheepdog and a wolf. No, man. I don't consider myself a sheepdog. I'm a freaking wolf that shows restraint. I'm a disciplined wolf. I can meet the violence of any other human being, pound for pound. I'm good with that. You and me and your neighbor, we are the answer to solving violent crime. Get fit, get skilled, be prepared, be vigilant. And you see, these freaking evil, violent criminals will go back to the freaking shadows where they belong. We have to maintain our ability to control the violence. We can't hire it out to a law enforcement officer. I'm sorry. That's the freaking answer. If you guys got anything out of this episode, man, go get you a new Truck Talk shirt. Keep Chili in that dungeon. Share the show with some dude that's traded his ability to take dominion over his space and to protect his family and his property and his community for the freaking excuse to sit around, play video games, watch porn, and be a fat, daggone shell of a man. Love you guys. Enough said.